Hey, what's going on everyone? Back with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to do another talking video. And the topic of this video is about caring about things in your life. Um, I'm probably going to call it something along the lines of you're allowed to care. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to walk around this beta Minecraft world and just give my thoughts on this topic. I'm going to go upstairs real quick and get into the bed and sleep, so we're not running around with all the mobs spawned in. That'd be kind of irritating trying to talk during that. But yeah, so um, so yeah, you're allowed to care. I kind of got this idea because I feel like we live in a world where people don't do things based on what others are going to think about them. And I know this is like a simple concept. Like, I'm sure you've all heard of this before, but I kind of want to go in a different direction with it. And I think we have gotten to a point where, I'm sure you guys all do stuff that, other people don't find, like, I don't know. Maybe some people think you play too many video games, or someone thinks you drink too much caffeine, or someone thinks you don't work out enough. Just stuff that other people don't like that you do. Everyone has something. I'm sure of it. But I feel like we've gotten to a point in society where it's become cool not to care about anything. Like the way you dress, for example, showing professionalism or wearing nice clothes. You're considered snotty or preppy or something like that. Or, you know, this person goes to school and they want to be a doctor, or they want to be a nurse, or they want to be something, a lawyer, like some high up degree. It's like, oh, they're only doing it for the money. They're only doing it for people to judge them, or they want to be judged, they want to be thought of high up. And it's like, when did we get to that point where I feel like more people often than not don't say, oh wow, that's great, congratulations, I that's awesome that you put yourself out there and doing that. When did we get to that point where you know you're thought of less for doing something more? And I know it's always been like that, but I feel like it's just really bad now. Like, um, if you go to the gym, here's another example. You go to the gym and people say, oh, they only go to the gym because they're only doing it because they want to, you know, attract another person into their life by looking good. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, everyone wants to look good. Everyone wants to have a nice physique for that reason. I mean, like, it's not the primary reason, but I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. And I think it's all right for, if you that's your reason. I think that's totally acceptable. I think that um, that's a valid. I don't see an issue with that. Or if you went to school to do something, like, yeah, you probably want to have a little passion if you're going to school to be a doctor or a lawyer, or some degree that is going to make you good money, like right off the bat. Like, yeah, you get to have a little passion for it, and I hope you're interested in the field. But what's wrong with wanting a good career that pays well, so you don't have to worry about money? Even if you're really, even if you're slightly like, wow, like, I'm not going to want to do this job all the time, but you do it anyway, just so you have the ability to have like a nice, honorable profession where you're making, you know, decent money, fair money, in a fair way that's not, hurting anyone else. And, it's just something respectful. And, people say, oh, they only do it for the money, like I said, or they only do it to look good. It's like, yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you want to have that? Why wouldn't you want to be regarded as, someone that does something because it's an honorable thing, good for them, good for their life? It's like, I guess you're just not allowed to care about any of that stuff anymore, or um, just care in general. I feel like it's just gotten so bad now. It's like, you know, here's another good one for those of you that are um, of drinking age, 21. Um, you know, say you don't want to go out and drink with your friends on the weekend, or you're taking a break from drinking because everyone gets caught up in the party life, and once you get up there, most people do. And a lot of people have the realization where maybe this isn't the best for me, drinking every weekend, getting blackout drunk. And then they're like, maybe I'll quit, or maybe I'll limit it. And, they're like, oh, well, the first instant you do that, you'll have the group of people that you normally do it with. They'll say, oh, he's just quitting drinking because he thinks he's better than us, or she thinks she's better than us, whatever the case may be. And it's like, no, you're just quitting because you found out that, drinking every weekend's not good for your mental health, good for your body, and, you just want to limit it to special occasions or when it's appropriate. It's like, but nowadays you'd be considered, weird, or, thinking you're better than people. And the message I want to get, the point I want to get across in this video is you're allowed to care. Like, you should want to aim for higher. You should want to, better your life. I know it sounds cliche, but, who cares what other people think? I mean, it's as simple as that, and I think you really should take that to heart. It's like, don't do something. Don't be afraid to care. Don't be afraid to want to be a doctor, want to be a lawyer, or want to be, I don't know. Sorry for using those examples, but it's just the first thing that comes to mind. Just, stuff that, generally, people think about as higher up. Not that there's way more examples of things that are thought of, highly regarded too. Those are just the first thing that come to my mind. But yeah, don't be afraid to do that, even if it's like, say, let's just go for, you want to be I don't know. Let's just go back to the doctor thing. Let's say, you want to be in the medical field and you want to be some sort of doctor, maybe it's not like your diehard passion, but like you've always grown up knowing you wanted to do something that was respected, you make a really good living, just something thought of highly, and, don't let anyone tell you otherwise, that you can't do that, or you shouldn't do it just for the money, or you shouldn't do it just because it looks good. It's like, we need people like that. We need people in there that are, can be an example and be a leader to other people. But, at the same time, always follow your passion at the same time. Don't do something just because for the money or that. But there's not, kind of the point I was trying to make before is there's nothing wrong with doing something because you care for your future and you care for others, and it's going to provide a means to support people and have a really, really good life. Don't be afraid for doing it for that reason either. That is a valid reason, and if no one's going to tell you it, I will, and I think that that is perfectly fine to do it for that reason alone. But if it's like the 100% reason you're just doing it for cash, then don't do that. You got to have other intentions with it as well. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to share in this video. Yeah, just don't let other people define who you want to be. And it's going to be, if you get to that point, and it is a little bit, it's definitely scary at first when you enter that kind of lifestyle and that mindset. It takes to get used to, because honestly, the way the world is, it's just the reality of it. Like, if you go down that path and you commit yourself to something greater, like, you're going to lose a majority of your friends. And it may not be that they just, a lot of them it'll affect their ego and their self-worth. They'll just genuinely be mean to you, but others will, just by doing your own thing, they're going to fade away. But, I'll make another video on it. I think that if you have one or two people in your life that are on the same path as you, I'd consider yourself lucky, because that's really all you need. But yeah, well, that's I don't want to keep rambling on and taking up any more of your time. That was just the message for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, or topics related to just life and stuff like this, just leave a comment and I will do that. And then it'd really help out if you guys could like the video and subscribe. I really enjoy making this, even if not a lot of people are listening to it. It's kind of like a journal for me, just stuff that I've been on my mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So have a good one, guys.